Alright, this lesson will be on graphing and writing inequalities. So before we begin, let's go over what inequalities are. So we have greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So these are the symbols that we will be using in this lesson. So how do we graph inequalities? Well, there's a few things that we need to check for. We need to know if I'm going to use an open or closed circle. If it's open, it's going to be either less than or greater than. If it's closed, it's going to have that equal to part, because that means it's part of the solution. Then we need to figure out which way the graph goes. So which direction does the arrow go? So we're going to use test values to see which direction. If the smaller number is true, it's going to go left. If the larger number is true, it'll go right. Alright, so here's an example. X is less than 3. So first off, I have the less than symbol, so I know that I'm going to have an open circle because it doesn't have the equal to part. Next thing I need to do is pick some test points. So I need to pick a number smaller than 3 and a number greater than 3. So a number that's smaller than 3 is 0, and a number that's larger than 3 is 4. Now I test those numbers. So 0 is less than 3, or is 4 less than 3? Well, the one that's true is 0 is less than 3. So since 0 is less than 0 is the smaller number, the arrow is going to go to the left. So now I just need to put my open circle over my given number, which is 3, and then attach the arrow to my open circle. Alright, so now I want to go over how to write inequalities if you're given a graph. Well, there's the same basic information that we need to go through. First off, we need to find the breakpoint, and that's our given number. That's the number that's circled. Then we need to figure out our inequality. So if the line's going to the left, we're going to use either the less than or equal to symbol. If it's going to the right, we're going to use the greater than or equal to symbol. And then we're just going to use an appropriate variable, and that's whatever variable is attached to the number line. Once we have that information, we can write our inequality by putting the variable, whichever inequality we need, and then our circled number. So here we go. I have an inequality graphed here, and I can see a few key things automatically. The number that's circled is 1. And then I need to check the inequality. I can see that it's going to the right and the circle is closed, so I use the greater than or equal to sign. Next, I see that my variable is t. That's the variable attached to the number line. So now I just use my symbol that I figured out the inequality would be, and I just write my inequality.